Sleeping Beauty. Yeah, no, I'll explain everything once we're on the way, okay? I just wanted to make sure that you wake up before we leave and begin our journey. So, who am I? That is something that I'll get into in a minute. But what I would like to address right now is that it's very not nice that you stabbed me in the arm while I was in the process of detaining you. That was very not nice, and I don't appreciate that, and I would ask you to please refrain from inflicting violence against me for the remainder of our treatment. What are you being treated for? Well, I'd like to study the effects of ASMR on people, and I thought you'd be a good candidate. So I'm going to take you to the compound and we will study the effects of ASMR, and I'll just ask you a few questions and run a few tests. It's nothing to be worried about. But we're just gonna have to drive nice and carefully, and I'm going to have to ask you to remain laying down. Please don't sit up. We don't need to draw attention to ourselves. This is a secret, top secret mission, okay? These tests are not meant to be public quite yet. So I would like to ask you to keep this private. So remain laying down just like you are. Settle in, and we will be there before you know it, okay? All right, let's see if I can drive with my stabbed arm, because you stabbed me in the arm. I know this is a magical car. To power it up by tap, 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 tapping. Yeah, it's energy efficient. It's really cool. You know, I don't mind answering questions, but please keep them appropriate, because we are not yet in the interview process. That will happen later once we're at the compound. So please refrain from asking too much about any of the tests, any of the information that we're looking for, the research that we're going to conduct. That is still secret because you are not yet checked into the compound, which will come later. Alright. I know, I would drive a bit faster if you hadn't stabbed me in the arm and I could tap a little bit nicer with both hands. But you made this difficult for yourself. I'm sorry. Before you know it. Are you getting hot? Here, just... Alright, let's just... Directing the AC at you so you're nice and cool. I want you to be comfortable when we get to the compound so we can just dive right into the testing and make this as hassle-free as possible. Alright? Okay. Just close your eyes and we'll be there shortly. Okay. welcome into the compound. We've made it. Alright. I'm gonna have you tell me your name, your address, just some basic information, just so we can be sure we've collected the correct person for this study. Okay. Alright, what's your full name? Okay. Alright, what's your address? Alright. And how old are you? And your date of birth. Alright, and do you know your star sign in astrology? No, you don't. Okay, well, interesting. We're looking at a few different metrics, so that's why we ask. What would you describe your ASMR habits to be like? Okay. Okay. Interesting. Right, okay. And how would you describe the way that it makes you feel? Okay. Okay. And were you aware that this study was being conducted before I came to retrieve you for it? Okay. Alright, so now that we have a few basic information about you, we are going to do just a physical at first, and then we'll get into the testing. You can look up. Right, good. Look down. Good. Alright, look that way. Good. That way. Good. Right, and close them. Alright. Okay. They seem to be in good condition. Alright. Alright. Can you hear what I'm whispering to you? A, B, C. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Okay, good. Right. Yours seem to work too. That's great, because I'll be doing a series of visual and auditory tests just to test your senses and make sure that you are fit to participate. All right. Tell me when you can feel this on your eyelids. Okay. 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 Alright, and then tell me when you are operating at full capacity. Your senses are working as desired for this study, so you will be a good participant for this. So, alright, just hang tight and we will get to the tingle portion of the tests. Those will be disposed of in a hygienic location. Alright. So let me make a couple notes about the test and your results. Alright, perfect. And I think we're ready to begin. Alright, so the first portion is that I will be giving you this serum, and after you consume this, it will have your senses heightened, and then you will be able to be more in tune with your senses, and it will help amplify the results so they are easier to interpret. Alright, here, I'll put this over your ears, and then, alright, open your mouth, and then, good. I know, it has a very nice minty fresh smell, and it is rather thick, so just let that rest for a bit. After the appropriate time, I will allow you to have a bit of water. Alright? My hands are dried out from the gloves from the physical exam, so pardon that. Right? Is your hearing senses heightened? Or your visual senses heightened? As expected. Good. Okay. That was the appropriate amount of time for it to begin to work. And so I can now offer you this water to help wash down the thickness of the serum. Okay? Alright. Take a sip. Good. I think it is the serum, the water that you just drank will feel extra quenching. So, just let me know if you'd like more later, and I will help you drink. I'll offer this back to you in a bit. Alright. Alright. Let's compare your senses with before. Alright. Tell me when you feel this touching you. Okay. Good. Good. Wow. Good. Okay. Tell me when this brush end touches you. Okay, good. You don't know where it's gonna be. You don't know where it's gonna be. Good. 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 senses seem to have been heightened as intended with the serum. I'll make note. Alright, I'll be testing you with this instrument. It's highly technical. Alright, I want you to tell me when this touches your hairline, okay? Good. 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 Alright, and then tell me when this rolls up your face. Good. Oh. You've passed out. It happens to the best of us when we are first. Oh my goodness. I am speaking to you. I'm speaking to you. It happens to the best of us when we are having our first experience with the serum. I'll have to make note of the fact that you will need to be dosed lower in the future. I am looking in the handbook to find the proper code for this specific reaction, just so we can make sure this is all documented in your file. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Okay. Good. It's not uncommon, the reaction that you have just experienced and been through, but it will alter the course of our testing, okay? So, I think that we should offer you water once again, just to help you flush the serum, because I think that we may need to dose you lower. Alright, good. Okay. I am going to roll this across your eyes, and I want you to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how. Oh my goodness. On a scale of 1 to 10, that is for you. Okay. I might even just have to keep you propped up for the remainder of our testing, okay? Alright. Alright, scale of 1 to 10. Okay. And would you rate that your senses are heightened in a good or a bad way? Right? Heightened. Bad way. Okay. Well, I apologize for that, but this data is very important for the research that we are conducting, right? Right. And tell me which side of your face this rolls on. Good. Good. Ha, gotcha. It was on your forehead. Alright. Interesting. Good. It seems that you are still well aware of your sensations, even though you do occasionally pass out, which is, again, not ideal, but not uncommon either. So we will try again with a lower dose next time, okay? And yes, there will be a next time. We have to make sure that you are fully taken care of and that we have everything measured, everything tested. We need to know everything, all right? Okay. All right, do you hear that? All right. And what does it smell like to you? This lotion that I've put on. All right, cocoa butter, good. All right, you can hear everything. All right, you can see everything. Okay, good. Okay. I'm gonna snap and I want you to tell me if you hear it nearby or far away, okay? Good. Interesting. Good. Gotcha. Interesting. Alright. Actually, very perfect on your answers. Except for when I tripped you up there with a near and far. But that's good. You may not be dosed too high with the serum. It just might be a natural side effect that some people might experience, such as yourself. Alright, so I'm going to offer you some water once again. Some people have reported that the serum made them feel extremely thirsty, and so we'd like to just offer that to you again. Alright, and how would you rate your experience drinking hot water? What was the flavor of it like? Okay, interesting. What temperature do you think the water was? No specifics, just hot, warm, iced, room temperature. Just tell me. Okay. And did you think that the fluid that I offered you was water? Okay. Alright, so interesting. I'm going to place this over your eyes and I want you to tell me what I am saying to you. Apple, banana, mango. Force feed the infants. Lost children weep. My favorite place to be is the compound. I am deeply lonely. Alright, good. You got all of that. Perfect. We'll make note. Alright. That concludes our testing. I think that you have been extremely helpful to our research endeavors, and that this study will be greatly benefited by your responses. Thank you very much for your participation and your willingness beyond from when we picked you up. You were not very willing.